Getting super annoyed with the stupid auction house.
Yeah, I had to quit on my bank and then now I can't log into her.
It's like I go to post something and it tells me it posts and then it doesn't actually post. It's like way to fire all your quality control, Blizzard.
They already did.
I know, it shows.
I haven't had any issues.
And you know, I even put in a ticket about it and Blizzard's just like, we can't do anything to help you.
They're like, yeah, we know the auction house is buggy.
Yeah, no, they were like, oh, well, what I can tell you to do is reset all your add-ons to default and see if it helps. And it's like, no, that's not going to happen.
So was the Inquisitor pretty tough, or was it pretty easy?
It was kind of easy, honestly.
How was the soccer
insanely
part?
hard. Oh, the soccer was easy. I think it was pretty much just hit it and then one person hit it again. Like we didn't even need two people.
Yeah, we had some sharpshooters.
Does that get more difficult with the obelisks in
Oh yes.
Heroic? Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm pro at Rocket League. I'm certain I can help get us through.
See, I played goalie, so I don't think I should be doing that. Try to keep the ball out of the
kicking it back
goal.
at us.
Yeah, just no.
You'd be trying to put it into Ajara's head.
I mean, why
She
aren't we?
deserves it. I mean, yeah.
You gotta get the magical knife.
Listen, they killed off a lot of lore characters this expansion. Okay, Ajar gets to live.
What lore characters did they kill? Well,
Rastakhan.
okay, I can think of. Well, okay, but we kind of just like met him this expansion.
Zool.
And he's a ruler of a foreign country.
Gahoon, my favorite.
The Worm.
Hellscream?
Gahoon. But I mean, Gahoon was kind of destined to die.
Sylvanas. Kind of like
It's like
killing her,
getting-
but worse, because then they parade her body around, so you have to watch her do stupid things.
Who, Sylvanas?
Yeah.
Still my war chief.
Yeah, Sourfang died.
Sad Fang.
Hey now, I'm on his side.
He was just so whiny the entire time.
All right, guys, if y'all want to head on up here, we should be able to start pulling trash.
Okay.
We are going to be starting with Vexiona tonight. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to complain. Keep talking about important stuff.
How's the horse doing?
No, that's Cavalia.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's Cav. I can't afford no horse. She said that she wasn't going to make it tonight. She's going to go see how he's doing. But last I talked to her, she said he was starting to eat again, which is good. Hopefully he keeps eating, because when horses stop eating, real bad stuff happens to them.
Same
You
thing
turned
with
into
me.
glue.
Ooh.
Well,
That was dark.
That was really dark. So no, what I was going to complain about is that they don't separate battle pets into the level 25 ones and the level 1 ones by price anymore.
People buy battle pets.
I've sniped so many level 25s for cheap. It's ridiculous.
Because people didn't realize that they didn't split them.
Yep.
Like the price of the Zandalite ankle renders I'm looking at right now. This is... I should buy all of these and repost them, honestly. They're selling them for 2K. That's a ridiculously low price for an ankle render.
The worst part is running the scan, unless you're looking for a specific one.
God, this is tempting. I'll see if they're still doing it after I get back.
Oh god.
There you go. Play the waiting game.
Just come get a BOE. That'll fund you.
Well, yeah, that'll do it too. No, it's the difference between the ankle renders. They're selling them for 2K, and they should be going for 15K minimum at level 25, because that's one of the 2 pets that will basically destroy most of the pet battle world crest out there.
Watch out for the elevator boss.
So that new trinket I got, apparently when it gives you the cool little animation with the wings, it also gives you slow fall. An unintended consequence is if there's a knockback, you get super knockback because you have slow fall the entire time.
You can cancel the effect of the macro, though, I was reading.
Oh man.
Kill Skull on the left first.
Oh, don't we have to kill
Well,
the healer?
Yeah,
The
the healer. Where is he? Does he come out of a portal?
No,
Oh,
I see it.
Shadow
It's in-
Mender.
Blow 'em up.
Shadowmender, and then
One of the gatekeepers.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, if there's anyone free to summon me, I can actually take a summon now.
Too late.
That's fine, I can head over. Wait, where is it? Eldon. It's like I started to head towards Najatar, and it's like, wait.
There's a wild void spawn over here wailing on the healers.
Shadowmender's down.
Come on, guys. I know you got more AoE than that.
I need to target something first.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
I need a target.
Oh, that's right, isn't Picard out now?
Yes.
Today.
Oh my god, another show I like have to watch. I don't
Oh, yeah.
watch TV anymore, I watch YouTube.
CBS is just asking for it to get pirated.
I need to target something
Yep.
first.
Though I do get the Amazon channel every so often.
Isn't the only way to watch it to have CBS All Access?
Nope. You can do the Amazon channel version of it, so then at least you don't have to deal with their site.
Pay for this treachery.
Or a .ru website.
Yeah, no.
Wait, by the Amazon website, are you talking about Prime?
Yeah. There's a channels section where you can get things like HBO, Showtime, that kind of stuff through them. Yeah, you pay whatever, the 10, 15, whatever a month, but at least then you can run it all like through the website or PlayStation or whatever.
Did they release it all at once, or is it going to be weekly?
No, it's weekly.
Damn it.
They want a good 2 months off you.
I want to binge it in 7 days and cancel.
Well, you could do that, but you gotta wait.
All right, they have fear, so
Boy.
that's it. Probably gonna
Easy
run into the
figuring
side group.
cast. I'll try to put down my charter totem.
Oh my god, why is this place so far away?
And the left group is pulled.
So very, very far away.
Charter totem's on cooldown. Good luck, everyone.
Oh look, I'm starting
Ooh.
to see your bodies here.
They're running so far.
Getting release here. It puts you at the top of the hill there.
Beard again.
Like they expected you to die.
Yep. Fear mechanics, what are those?
You know, running around this place, I have the feeling I'm being watched.
Dude,
That's just me
it's the
behind you.
eyeballs.
Yep.
Baby, eyeballs do.
Oh shoot, I have to, hold on.
Beware.
Yeah, I have to show you the present that Maeve got me, Sketchy, as soon as I
Oh.
figure out where it went.
Where's my gift?
I don't know, you gotta ask him that.
Ah, it's in the mail. You should, yeah, you just wait a second.
Beware.
In the Blizzard mail? Because I'll never get it.
Hey, it's better than UPS.
Oh, yeah, let's not go there. It'll make me rage out all over again.
Beware.
You never.
So we went to UPS to
Going.
overnight mail my roommate's immigration papers to the immigration place, and you know, secure overnight mail them.
I do not.
And then they promptly lost the papers.
Beware.
Oh god.
Thankfully, she had backups, and somehow 2 weeks later, her originals managed to make it there too, even though UPS had no idea where they were and apparently didn't record the tracking number or something.
No, they said like,
Beware.
I think it like supposedly never left the store.
Yeah, something like that. So we have a little bit of anger and rage towards UPS.
I need a target.
Look at all those BOEs. Oh wait.
You shall pay for this treachery.
We have any Death Knights? Group them over here, please.
Ring of Peace, not far enough.
Close enough for military work.
Bringing pieces of them out of my DPS. I need those numbers.
need to target something first.
Can we get a closet? Summon. Well, we'll wait a sec.
We can put
We're
one at the
making good
bottom.
progress. Yeah.
We're going right again.
Yeah, we're going right. Full disclosure, I don't know exactly how to get to Vex.
It's you go up above behind Darkened.
So we just fly up there. Oh wait. Also, when you get a chance, Sketchy, I post it in Horde chat.
Stopping healing and look.
Awesome.
Oh, yum 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 yum. I like it.
Right? He comes up to me. He's like, I was gonna get you a heart, and then I saw this. He told me that, you know, I could like live stream myself destroying it for you. But then I realized I don't have a webcam.
Boo.
Not one like, you know, attached in any way, shape, or form that I could point at the thing.
Just bring it to Florida.
It's gonna be dead long before that.
Oh yeah, no. A big old thing of chocolate, I don't care what it looks like. It's gonna be gone.
You're jawsome.
Where did he go? He just fell.
Bye bye forever. Oh, he's gonna pull that up group. Alright.
He's gonna pull everything below us.
No, he's all the way down there.
Stuck in combat for the night.
Oh, that would suck. Oh no.
Come on, my imp is
Yeah, I think we're
following
gonna
him.
have to go down there and kill him.
Let
Can
the
we
pets
catch
do it.
summon
Let the
him?
pets
All the
do
pets are going.
Yeah, my imp was like, I got this, bye.
And
He's
the
coming.
Demon
Here he
Hunter.
goes.
The demon hunter
it.
jumped off.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Wow, I wish I could climb walls like that.
Hello, everybody.
Ugh, all the things.
Small.
Better get 3 epics out of this. Down, down.
Oh, now I can focus
Are
a
we
bit.
We gotta
the
clear
right
it
way?
eventually anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's gonna respawn after the boss.
Oh man.
More chance with the BOEs? Let's do it.
I need a target. I need to target something first.
Nothing.
And the one that started it all is just sitting there.
Make him pay.
I do not have a target.
Trash. Oh, Ny'alotha. The waking city of trash.
Oh man, I don't think I ever got that Twilight Avenger mount.
You can get it out of the chests from islands.
Oh really?
Which one?
It's my coveted mount.
So
I will have it someday.
I have to do islands.
Mix, you there, my
now.
friend?
Can't you
Gross
use
down.
doubloons now?
You
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we
it's
have to
only
do
a
islands to
chance.
get them.
Yeah, you have to do islands. Like I still have that PvP
Baby watching
island I have to
tonight?
do.
Watch the ad. Oh.
Someday
Nope,
when I'm not
pull the ad.
earning gold.
Oh god.
Someone's got a big old butt.
I need
Try to get him away from the obelisk.
Did we ever figure out what the obelisk does to them?
It empowers
Powers
them.
them.
Apparently attack increase.
Bad things happen.
Damage that increased by 30%.
Which isn't really that bad if you're not getting hit by them.
target
It's a fair point.
Duties. Yes, sir.
Makes Sketchy look good.
Anchor point detected within temple interior.
Pad healing meters? Got it.
Dirty diaper dynamo changing. Yeah, alright, bud. You have fun as well.
Well, at least
Enjoy
those
dinner.
places didn't respawn.
Alright, everybody keep your eyes peeled for a big dragon.
I'll let you know when I see it.
I'll let you know when it eats Sketchy.
Is it
Equipping
gonna
trinket.
sneak up on us?
Elevator.
So remember in Burning Crusade when the giant Fell Reavers got real good at just sneaking up on you?
Yeah, that needs to be the next warlock pet, by the way.
Giant Fell Reaver? Yes.
Well, maybe
I
not
wanna be
so
able to
giant, but you know, infernal
Bring it on.
size.
It's on grip.
Infernal size would be nice, you know.
True, but it's not as much fun.
No,
Are there
that's
any
gonna be the
scribes in the
Tinker summon when they add Tinker class.
I like that idea.
Tinker has so many other mechanical things they can use. I'm not sure they would go into fell territory with their mechanics.
It is time to receive my gift.
Aye.
Those who are
Ooh,
worthy
hey Trash.
shall be remade.
It's almost an
Ouch, that's rude.
auto run fail.
New anchor point detected.
Wait, anchor point? I'm confused.
Oh, we pulled more.
Yeah, I just got pulled. Geez.
Well, it kind of sucked us into the middle there, so I think
Yeah.
I just face pulled.
Brutal smash, dodge the attack, be out of the middle. Ouch. Brutal smash incoming.
Ooh.
It's the Iron-Willed Enforcer, I would mark, but another one coming.
We'll try to keep him down here.
Can't even begin to tell you how much I hate being pulled out of the middle of a cast. It's like if I were actually my character, I would land in front of the dude and kick him in the shins out of annoyance.
Hey, what's that thing? I want that to be my new warlock pet.
That would be pretty cool, but isn't that part of the boss fight?
I cannot see.
Watch out.
Oh.
Oh,
I'll put it to the side. I'll put
Stay
it
out
to
of
the
that
side.
beam.
Somebody pull the boss.
No. That's just. I think it's just an ad.
it's an ad to teach you the boss mechanics.
Ah, yeah. Well, that's good. So that annihilation, we're going to be using that to kill the ads. DPS definitely wants to stay.
Oh, thanks. Can you point that to the ads that we haven't pulled and see if it gets them?
It's supposed to.
Yep. That's also once we kill the empowered ad, he's going to drop an orb. If you pick up that orb, it'll clear the stacks that the tanks are getting, the debuffs. It'll also allow you to use annihilation on command. I think one time. But pretty
Hey.
important mechanic.
A quick question. I'll ask it after this.
Oh no, I just realized my transmog is all messed up. And I
Not
can't mouse.
again.
Give up. Just go home. Start over.
Minus
Can't raid like
200
that.
KP. Right?
Something first.
I think he's ready.
Are we ready? Oh, here he comes. So don't be in front of him.
Yep. So this Void Ascendant, one of the two major mechanics for this. It's going to pop up at the start of every phase 2 and periodically throughout the fight. That's annihilation. Kills ads just like it kills you if you're in front of it. So the off tank needs to make sure that he's pulling that Void Ascendant where it can shoot the ads, but doesn't shoot us. And then when the ad dies, pick up the orb and reset stacks.
Beware.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, don't point that at your friends.
He did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm. He was trying to kill me.
He's just sharing the love.
You share love by giving chocolate sharks to people, not by shooting.
Chocolate shark do 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 do.
Yes.
I still can't believe that's a thing, but it's going to be delicious.
I do not have a target. I need to target something first.
Oh, boss
Alright,
landing.
yeah, the boss should be in here now. Okay, so my question is, as far as I understood it, the tank that's tanking Vexiona has to pick up the orb in order to reset his stacks? Or is it just if he's hit by the beam, the stats are reset?
I think you have to pick up the orb to reset your stacks. That's how I understood.
Yes, because the breath from Vexiona gives you Void Corruption stacks, and the only way to cleanse it is Gift of the Void, which is the orb dropped from the Void Ascendant after it dies.
Gotcha.
There you go. So the way it would likely work, I don't know who's going to get boss first, but they'll pick up the boss, tank the boss somewhere close to the middle. Another dragon, so you want to be to the side of it, DPS. Void Ascendant, the off tank's going to grab the Void Ascendant, tank him somewhat near the boss so that we can cleave, but the off tank's also going to be responsible for picking up ads. We want to try to group them up as much as possible, again near the boss to take advantage of cleave damage. But you also have to be careful with angling that annihilation so that you can damage the ads, and DPS needs to make sure they're staying away from that. After the Void Ascendant dies, probably a good time to do a swap, and then the tank that had been tanking the boss picks up the orb, and I guess depending on how his damage is doing, either go ahead and dispel the debuff by using the annihilation, or wait till the next pack of ads show up and then drop an annihilation on him. Then that'll be a judgment call based on how you feel about your damage intake.
Okay.
So you guys, well, markers are gone. Hold on one sec. Let me get these up. So we're going to have 3 traffic lanes. Thought I just heard the sound of a, oh, cauldron. Awesome. Make sure you get your flag. All right, so I'm setting up 3 traffic lanes here. All right, these are going to be important because the boss here, Vex, is going to take off and fly phase 2. So Vex has an energy bar. When Vex gets up to 100% energy, he, she, whatever it is, will take off and fly up in the air. It's going to go to one of these 2 ends, and it says that it's going to target the lane that has the most people clumped in it. But bottom line is, take a look and see where she's at. I'll try to call it out, which lane she's going for or going towards. When she takes her deep breath, she's getting ready to cast. So go ahead and shuffle to an adjacent lane. She's going to coat, I guess horizontally here, lengthwise, an entire lane. So you'll want to get out. She'll do that 3 times. I don't think there's any guarantee that it's going to be 3 different lanes. So just be prepared to move each time she does her sweep. The previous lane that she did her cast in will clear up in time for the second cast. So you can go back to that lane. I don't know if it's going to be clear or not. Just make sure you know where the boss is. Again, I'll try to call out where she's going. Let's see here. She also casts Annihilation, or I'm sorry, Annihilation is the ads cast. So again, make sure everybody's staying out of Annihilation. The ads will cast spell as well. There is a long cast that one of the ads does. If it gets that cast off entirely, it will turn into one of those buffed ads. So you want to interrupt that cast. Anybody can interrupt it. If it looks like it's going to get off, just somebody pick that up real quick.
I think it's an energy build, not a cast.
Is it an energy build? Okay.
Yeah, I think you just gotta kill them before they get to 100%.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
All
and
right.
also one thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
The Void Ascendant, when he casts the Annihilation, is going to stack up to 20 times. Healers, if you can dispel halfway through that cast, that way the tank, whoever's tanking the ad, whether it be me or Butter, will only get half of those stacks instead of both the full 20.
That's a good point. I appreciate you bringing that up. So there's a couple of things that the healers need to focus on with the tanks. Like Astrance just said, during the Annihilation, he's going to be taking a stacking debuff. It is important, or it says it's important. We're actually pretty fat on heals, but probably good practice anyways. Make sure that we are hitting that dispel somewhere during that cast so that he doesn't get aced by the end of it. The Vex, the main boss over here, is also going to have an ability called Despair. It's kind of a unique one. It's going to do a lot of damage to the tank that's actively tanking her. And when the cast is over, it's going to do raid-wide damage plus, I can't remember the percentage, it's like 70% of the tank's missing health to everybody. So the higher the tank's health is during that cast, the less damage everybody takes at the end of it. All right, we already talked about the orb. Just tanks, it's going to be a judgment call. Use it when you think you need it. If the healers feel like it's too hard to heal you, I'll probably shout something out, ask you to go ahead and use it if it hasn't been used already. We're going to be lusting on phase 3. So phase 3 is going to happen at 40% health. Phase 1's everything that we just described. Ads will be coming in. We'll be moving them towards the boss, killing the ads. You definitely want to focus ads. Hopefully we should be able to cleave everything down anyways without losing too much damage on the boss. Phase 2 is when she takes flight. The ads will continue to come in, so we need a tank to continue to keep aggro on the ads and move them around. Try to continue to DPS the ads and watch out for Annihilation. Annihilation will still be cast. Let's see here. And then also on phase 3, he's going to, it's a little bit different. There's a couple of abilities. He's going to cast Heart of Darkness. Good reference to the Joseph Conrad book. But when he does Heart of Darkness, we're going to have to run out 20 yards from the boss to avoid taking damage. Standard mechanic, you'll see a little ring around him, run away from it. But it's a little bit different in that you want to stay relatively close to people. You've got to be within 6 yards of another player to avoid getting a debuff called Terrifying Presence. It's a haste debuff, and I think it fears you. I'm not really sure if that happens on heroic, if that happens on normal, if it's just in heroic and mythic. But ads will continue to pop up. Make sure you're burning ads, burn boss. I don't believe the boss takes off after phase 3. So after 40%, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Our warlock is throwing out some portals. Make sure you're taking advantage of those. But that's really about it. Any of you guys have any questions?
Did you talk about the encroaching shadows?
Good call. Yeah, standard. It's going to be a recurring theme in here. I appreciate you bringing that up. So periodically, you're going to get, folks will get randomly selected with a debuff called Encroaching Shadows. You can see we got a big area here. Just try to take it out of the area where we're currently fighting. Be smart about where you're putting it. We could potentially be using a healthy portion of this zone. If you just take it a healthy ways out, we should be able to navigate around it. Thanks for bringing that up. I'm going to try to call out for each of the despairs, annihilations, although I don't know if I'll get all the annihilations. Probably not terribly important as long as you're aware of positioning. When the ads show up, there should be an ability called Dark Gateway. We'll see if that picks up on bigwigs when we transition to Phase 2, Phase 3, and then for Hard to Dark. Any questions? Again, Lust on Phase 3, so at 40% health. I can feel the rainbow.
But can you taste it?
It's my pre-pull blessing.
Actually, we need to eat. Do we drop a feast? Doing personals?
I can drop a feast. I was holding one though.
Yeah, we'll do I just want to make sure I didn't miss it. Go ahead and use personals for the first pull. We'll see how that works.
Hey, Dan, will you shoot me assist?
Yeah, absolutely. Butters, you should have assist. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, we got a clean board. Once everybody's well fed, we can go ahead and go for a pull. And it looks like we're good.
I'm doing that for a food check, not a flask check.
You guys all got the cauldron, right?
Yep, I was just waiting for the brief to be over.
Ah, okay.
Hey, I appreciate everybody that's actually using the runes as well. Kudos on these all of these pulls.
All right, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, first despair's coming in 8 seconds. Encroaching shadows. Just run those out of the group.
Just to warn everybody, if I die, don't summon or
Another encroaching shadows. First set of ads in 2 seconds. Off tank, make sure you're picking those up. Here come the cultists.
You want a taunter? I can get a orb.
Got her.
Alright, going for orb.
Encroaching shadows in 5 seconds.
Alright, I'm beaming on boss.
4, 3, 2,
Stage 2 in about 15 seconds. Ads incoming. Stage 2 incoming.
Take the Void Ascendant.
Alright.
Alright, she's coming down the yellow, so move to either side, it looks like. Either side.
Watch the blast.
Alright, she's moving to red. Move to the middle if you're over there on the red
Butters
side.
down.
Battle res on Butters, please. Thank you. Alright, and now she's going to green. We're fine in the middle. Alright, back to phase 1. We've seen it all.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
I got it.
Alright, ads incoming. Good job with the encroaching shadow. Another set of ads in about 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, ads are coming from behind the ball.
Butter, is there an orb?
No.
Four, three, two.
All right, we should have phase 2 incoming in about 10 seconds. Make sure we're picking up ads, and she takes off.
There's an ascendant up.
I'll take ascendant.
All right, come into the middle. Make sure you're getting on either side. Either side, guys. Out of the.
Don't stand behind me.
I need to get closer.
Sorry, missed that one.
Don't stand behind me.
All right, in the middle. Get to either side. In the middle.
That doesn't. That sounds so weird to say that.
Beware.
Will you
I'll
get
grab
back?
boss.
4,
Yep, got her.
2, 1.
All right, another set of ads incoming.
I have orb. All right, I'm beaming.
Ads incoming. About 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. I need a target. I do not have a target. I do not have a target.
Try to get the ads a little closer if you can, so we can.
We have a battle rise up. Everybody got him.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, she's about to lift off.
Butter, you grab ad as it comes.
Yep. This should be our last phase 2.
I'll try to grab some of these little.
All right, she's going to the red side. Get to the middle. All right, go in middle. Everybody go to the green side. Green.
I'll grab Vex when she comes back down.
All right, she's going to the red. We're fine. All right, should be the last time. All right.
I got Vex.
Get ready for phase 3 and luck.
2, 1.
Despair. All right, let's go ahead and get a.
Get a what? You cut off.
Lust.
She keeps switching over.
4, 3.
What the hell?
All right, Heart of Darkness incoming. Everybody run now. Oh.
I'm feared.
Heart of Darkness in 10 seconds. Remember, try to stay close to each other. Run out as a group. We'll run towards the boss's fate so that we can sort of stay together.
We have a bunch of voids up.
Down.
Be res on Butters, please.
4.
It's a wipe. Go ahead and wipe it up.
1.
Just jumping some stuff. 16% is a good pull. That was my fault. I missed one of those annihilations. Sorry, or not annihilations, but whatever the breath is.
It's all good. Yeah, they just they got their like 3 of them got their cast off there, so they ascended into the void. So we had to next time we just gotta kill them before they get that cast off.
Is it a cast or is it energy? Could you tell? I didn't see.
I saw them channeling a cast. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I
I think
thought it
they
was a
do that
cast.
once they hit 100%.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we just gotta next time. That's the only thing that happened that I saw that really was the problem.
Well, now we've seen everything. It was a good pull. Really good pull.
This is me amazed you remembered absolutely all of those mechanics when I watched the video like an hour ago and I didn't remember. Oh yeah, you have to stand next to people? That's why.
I have.
If we have a large group of people feared, one of the shamans can try to drop Tremor Totem if we make a goof.
That's true. We can do that. So that fear is what happens if you get more than 6 yards away from one of your buddies. Just has to be one. Find your BFF, stick with them.
Your battle buddy.
Yeah. Alright. We'll go ahead and drop a feast for this one. Would you mind dropping that once everybody gets up here?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here next to my rock portal.
You're trying to trick us. You want us to click on it.
No. No. Is there another? We have any other warlocks?
Yeah, you have me. I'll drop one when I'm done eating.
Yay!
The despair didn't seem to be that bad. I don't know if you were just getting the tanks were getting a lot of heals, or if it just wasn't hitting you guys.
Actually, I don't. Yeah, I don't think it actually hits that much. I think it hits like 3,000 for every stack. I was comfortable, with 20-ish. I mean, we were just taunting every ad, so.
Okay. Does that seem like it's working?
Yeah, as far as I can tell, yeah.
Okay.
So one thing I am gonna do, Astra, is I'm gonna use the Black Ox statue. You may have to taunt the boss because I'm gonna use the mass taunt on that for the little cultists and train ground. So if you see the boss not look at you again, hit a taunt real quick. I'll try and call it out when I'm doing that.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that should help with the grouping of those ads, and I'll try to use my gore fiends in one of those cases as well. Try to get them under the boss.
Thing to help with the grouping the ads, a lot of them will stop and cast Void Bolt or whatever. And we have a bunch of kicks. Just kick them, and they'll keep running out the tank.
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
Yeah, feel free to. I don't think there's anything in here that in this fight that we don't want to interrupt. So if you see somebody casting something, feel free to interrupt anybody.
Because like I was watching, his ads were like aggroed on the tanks, but they were just standing there free casting, not getting kicked.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we'll try to get them underneath the boss this time.
No, that was good. Y'all did a great job. Looking good. Does anybody have any questions about any of the mechanics?
Eat if you need to eat, please.
Thank you.
There's a feast right here where I'm hopping.
Should we throw some raid markers on the tanks just so everybody knows which direction we're throwing those beams down? Because I don't want to accidentally like throw a beam on like 20 people,
Yeah, no,
I
good
always
suggestion.
take markers.
All right, we got a clean board, guys.
Alrighty.
On you. Really good job getting the pools out of the raid.
4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple? I will tear your soul to shreds.
Beware.
All right, annihilation in 5. Well, you guys are handling annihilation.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, ads are at the boss's tail.
Mass taunting.
There's an orb right behind the boss's butt.
Yeah, I'll get it in a second. Alright, can you get Vex?
Haunted.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, phase 2 is incoming. Here come the ads. Phase 2 in about 10 seconds.
Alright, I'm beaming these guys. Step back.
All right, phase 2. Probably going to come yellow just based on where everybody's standing right now. And it is. Everybody go over to one of the other sides.
Beware. Beware.
All right, come into green. Move to the middle.
Beware.
And then
Oh my
coming back to
God.
middle, let's move back to green.
No.
Beware.
Can you grab Vex?
Got her.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Who the frick's tanking?
Alright, I'm gonna taunt Vex in a sec.
All right, ads will be coming in about 5 seconds.
Taunting.
2,
Grab him.
1.
Portals at the boss's butt.
Beware.
I need a target. I need to target something. I need a target. 4, 3.
All right, ads in 2. And then about to be phase 2. Ads are coming from the butt again. Nobody likes butt ads.
Mass taunting.
All right, probably going to be coming down yellow, and is. Let's move over to green.
Beware.
Green.
Yep, move back to the center.
Beware. Beware.
Yellow.
And then back in yellow, so move back to green. Can we get a battle res on Spiff?
Beware.
I'll get Vex.
Alright.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm grabbing on.
Alright, ads.
Yep.
See if we can get
Hitting
him
them.
just a little bit closer,
I'm beaming,
if possible.
beaming on. I'll pull the boss in a second. Alright, pulling the boss.
Four, three, two, one.
Servants of the void, come to me! Your spirit shatters!
Alright, we're probably gonna have one more phase 2. Alright, phase 2 is probably in about 10 seconds.
One.
Your master calls! My chosen, destroy this!
I got the Ascendant.
Alright, boss is coming down yellow. Let's head over to green. Or red. Red's fine. Alright, coming to red. You need to make your way back to the middle.
I need to target.
And coming down to the middle. Let's go green.
No, he's going to green.
No, she's going green. Go middle.
Going to green.
Thank you.
I'll grab Vix.
I do not. 4, 3, 2.
She's about to cast Twilight.
Yep. Ads incoming. About to transition to phase 3. Alright, pick up ads, get them grouped up, and then let's get a left.
I'm gonna beam the ads.
Four, 3, 2.
Heart of Darkness incoming. Get ready to run out. Stay relatively close. Nice trimmer totem, I'm guessing.
I'll put down tremor for next.
Okay.
Run that out, run that out.
Yep, make sure you're taking the debuff out, guys. Heart of Darkness in 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Run away, little girl. Run
I am out of range.
Heart of Darkness in 8.
4, 3.
You wanna swap so it just alleviate stacks a little bit after this breath.
Alright. I'm gonna get feared here. I had nowhere to go.
Big DPS. Should avoid the next Heart of Darkness.
There.
Awesome job.
Good job, guys.
Pictures.
Whew. That is a crazy fight.
Nice
Sounds
job,
fun.
everyone.
Vexiona would see all dragons kneel.
There be a clicky over here.
Well done, champions. Or run away. Okay. Didn't need the picture.
Oh, crap.
I said words.
I
Did
can
someone
like
jump off?
summon
Jump off?
people.
Nope. Too late.
I didn't know what the clicky did. No, I want the picture.
Oh, I got pictures.
Are we good?
Yep.
Alright, guys. We're gonna head off to Shadar. This is gonna be our patchwork fight for this for this raid.
Shakorath or whatever.
The giant mouth.
Ny'alotha's puppy.
That's right.
He keeps locked in the basement.
Marls, do you keep puppies?
Where's Maeve at? I have gear for you.
Oh no, I'm on the path down. It's gonna be a leather chest piece up for roll.
Ah, potential customer. Hurry back.
What are we waiting for?
Oh, look, we finally hit the tentacle part of this dungeon.
Workfish?
Alright, we can probably pull some trash.
Alert. New anchor location detected within aperture. Well, aperture is simply
Your face.
Oh, a butt joke.
This tank mechanic, the taunt mechanic on this next boss, it seems really odd. I don't know if you guys have looked at it.
It's
Yeah.
Grong. Grong 2.0.
Yep.
Ah, but we don't have Sketchy getting thrown at us this time.
And I would have to stand there and get punched with them.
Oh, but you loved that job, didn't you?
It was kind of easy.
The warrior life.
I'm about to figure out that fear on Vexiona. I got feared every single time.
You need to have someone standing next to you.
Oh,
Or like
okay.
find someone and
Oh.
follow them around like you're their stalker.
Sounds like Maeve needs to be a punching bag.
I keep trying and he keeps saying, but it's boring.
Yeah, but he can be a battle buddy.
I just got past another one of that leather chest, so I'm going to give that to Ikutu since they were secondized.
Boo.
So I'm assuming we're going down here.
I think so.
You
If I just
first.
jump straight down, do I die?
Let's send a demon hunter down.
Let's try it.
If gravity doesn't kill you, the lack of a healer will.
Well, I could put
He
a
is
soulstone on a
Red Bull.
healer and we could all jump down.
I also can self-res and we can all jump down.
I need a target.
The question
Or
is,
we
does
keep
all the chase
killing
follow us
your
down?
BOE.
But
Possibly.
BOE.
This is Vectus's brother.
Ugliest boss in WoW.
That was close.
Yeah, nice save, dude.
Beware.
Wow, okay, this guy has like way more. Okay, he's got like 200 million hit points, right?
Whoa.
He's got 40 million.
This guy has like more hit points than some of the bosses in here.
Better be some good loot.
Yeah, we got Vex down.
I bet
Second
he dropped
attempt.
200 momentum.
First attempt was at
I hope
16%.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say.
Beware.
Hopefully a BOE too. That'd be awesome.
think we're supposed to spread for the clot blood.
Yeah.
200 cryptic elementals.
I think that blood's going to be similar to what is it?
Beware.
Umbral or Umbral Eruption.
Corrupted mementos are really nice, man.
Can't
You've
use
gotten
Goblin glider fates.
800?
Hardly.
6 or
They asked you
800,
how you
I would say. Out of this raid
Tried to take a
alone.
shortcut running back, didn't work out.
Demon hunters can still do that shortcut. I did it.
Missing out on BOEs. Oh my god, it's like actual Il'gynoth whispering at us again. It's been like a whole expansion since that happened.
Beware.
The creepy pedophile in the bushes?
Yeah, that guy.
That's just me.
Beware.
You're not supposed to admit that, Kata.
Put you on a
Gahoon's
list.
back. We're fighting Gahoon again, guys.
How was dinner? Mix?
Wait, do we seriously fight Gahoon? Because that would be kind of fun.
No.
I need a target.
You get to run those orbs all by yourself.
Get the eye, get the eye.
Oh wait,
The
I
eyes
just
have it.
figured out who Azeroth actually is. So, in the actual, I can't remember the guy's name. Whoever makes all these old gods and stuff, in his mythos, Azathoth, I think, is like the big, high, muckety-muck god of all. And WoW takes all their lore from the big, high, muckety-muck god of all. It's Azeroth.
Oh my god, so much shit on the floor.
I love how Rathian's just hanging out at the gate waiting for us to do our thing.
And Magni. Magni's doing it too.
The wounds.
I need to watch videos on how to handle this trash.
Beware.
Well, if you killed the eyeball, the big guy wouldn't have summoned.
More BOEs. I have a marker on my head. Ah!
What did it mean?
Things like me better.
It's a scarlet letter.
Oh, there's a marker there.
Wow, I'm getting drunk. Yay.
Oh, just think about continuing all that trash going all the way down the 3 flight.
Yeah, it takes more time doing some of that trash than it does a boss, man.
Don't step in the water.
Big damage.
You definitely don't want to be in the water for the boss.
You don't want to be in there now.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Don't believe him, Alice. You get an achievement if you stand in the water.
Beware.
Oh, it'd be really nice.
What I wouldn't give for a swap blaster right now.
Beware.
Pet is not dead.
Ugh.
Beware.
I need to target.
Well, that was a lot of damage.
Hey, he just called us parasites. How rude.
Alright, so this is the patchwork boss for this. I think we can probably get at least one pull in before break time. So it's not as simple as patchwork was in Nax, but it's a similar concept. Not a whole lot of mechanics that you have to deal with, but there's ramping damage going out, and it reaches a peak at about 30%. So we're going to be saving our lust for phase 3, which is going to happen at 33%. Like I think it was Butters was saying, the water around the room is bad. Do not get in the water. Water will do a lot of damage to you. Don't put the boss in the water. Buffs the boss significantly. So stay out of the water. The boss has an odd tank mechanic, which it sounds like the tanks have looked at. He's going to have 3 casts of 2 different things, potentially in a random order. There's going to be Crush and Dissolve. It's important that one tank gets the Crush, the 1 or 2 crushes that happen, and the other tank gets the 1 or 2 dissolves. You don't want to cross those, otherwise it will be insta-gib. I did see a note in there that said it's going to be very difficult to continue to tank if you have both of the crushes. So, I mean, we'll play that by ear and see how it works, but I would expect that if you are taking the crushes and you've got 2 of them, you're probably going to need to have your buddy taunt off. There's going to be another ad that's going to show up throughout this fight. It's phase 1 through phase 3. It's called Living Miasma. You cannot outrun this ad. It won't stop chasing you. So what you need to do is take this ad out to the edge and let it hit you. It's going to leave some crap on the ground. And you'll take a fair bit of damage when it hits you. But if you're already on the edge, just wait for it to get to you. Make sure you're not close to any of your buddies. Let it hit you so that you take the damage, we'll heal you up, and try to avoid splashing it onto anybody else. I don't remember what the radius is, probably somewhere around 10 yards. Phase 1, you want to be spread somewhat loosely. The melee can be stacked around the boss, obviously, but he's going to cast something called Umbral Eruption. It's very similar to what we saw with the Bloods back there. It's crap that you'll see a little swirly underneath of you move out of it. It happens fairly quickly, just like that Blood did. So you'll more than likely have to move for a fair bit to stay out of it. The frequency of this also ramps up throughout phase 1. He has another ability called Umbral Breath, not to be confused with Umbral Eruption. Umbral Breath is when he targets a random person in the raid, and he's going to cast a standard sort of fan thing coming out of his face. Standard mechanic, don't get in it. So when he starts to cast it, everybody move out of it, and it can target anybody. So make sure you're shifting out of the way. All right, so for the first phase, which is the first 33%, we're going to tank him in the middle and deal with these mechanics. Everybody can be roughly spread out. When we get to phase 2, I saw in the videos it looks like a number of people still had ranged standing somewhat spread out. From what I read, it sounds like it's better or easier to deal with the mechanics if you're a little more grouped up, stacked loosely behind the boss. We'll try that. We'll see how it works out, but it doesn't look like it's going to be catastrophic if you have a few ranged guys a little bit further out. But the biggest mechanic in phase 2 is going to be these orbs that show up. So these orbs are they're going to, I believe they buff the boss if they get to them. Bottom line is we need to have ranged go and soak those orbs. When the orbs show up, I'll try to call it out. We're going to need a couple of folks that do not have the debuff to run out there and soak the orb, 2 to 3 people. Feel like we could probably get by with 2, so we'll stick with that now. I'm probably not going to be able to tell who should go out there and do it, so it's going to be, kind of not necessarily on your honor, but you guys need to make sure that you're jumping on that, similar to the bubbles back with Ashvane. Go out there, take the soak, and then somebody else will need to get it the next go round. The frequency of those orbs increase through phase 2, and then we still have to deal with breaths, and we still have to deal with eruptions. Phase 2 is going to last for another 33%, and then we hit phase 3. The first thing that happens with phase 3 is he's going to dump a load of crap in the middle of this island. So that's the cue for the tanks to be moving them over to the edge, and this also will be very similar to Ashvane. the group, the rest of the raid group needs to be grouped up around his rear end. Tanks will keep him to the outer ring, again, making sure that you don't go into the water. And then he'll debuff people periodically with bubbling overflow. When that happens, tanks just rotate them around the room. We'll go clock.
Stand behind boss. Kite fix living.
So not much you can do about it. Just a lot of heals. Excuse me, a lot of damage going out. So we're going to lust as soon as we get him in position over there on the outer edge.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to
Pretty
call
easy.
out the crush and dissolve, so tanks, you'll have to make sure you pay attention to that.
We'll take care of it.
Don't worry,
Alright.
after I die, I'll call it out for them.
All right. There's another debuff called Debilitating Spit. I didn't talk about that. Can't do much with it. It's a healer mechanic. It hits the first person. They'll take a lot of damage. It spreads to 2 or 3 other people where it takes a little less damage. And then I think it may spread again. You don't have to run that out of the group. It's going to spread no matter what. We just have to be prepared to heal through it. All right, if you get the living miasma that I talked about, I'll try to shout out when that's incoming. I'll also try to shout out the umbral eruption, but that's going to be getting faster. Just make sure you pay attention if there's crap under you and move out of it. Same way with the umbral breath. If the timers are accurate, I'll call out when that's going to be incoming. And again, it can target anybody, so always be prepared to move. I'll call out the transition to phase 2.
If we get targeted with a breath, do we just stand still, or can we move before he finishes the cast?
Really good question. Yeah, you can move. So once he's locked on to you, he will not move. So you can move out of the way. He'll continue to stay fixed to where you were previously standing. Appreciate you.
Okay.
And then I'll call out for phase 3 as well as bubbling overflow. All right. Does anybody have any questions? All right, personal foods. We'll get 1 pull in and probably break after that.
Eat if you need to eat.
All right, clear board. Tanks on you.
Oh, here we go, mix. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, mantle's coming in. Breath is coming in 3. There's the swirlies. Breath incoming, straight in front of them.
4, 3, 2.
Beware.
Another breath.
Ah! I got feared.
Remember to
Oh,
take
I
those
got
orbs to the outside, or I'm sorry, the bloods, the little blobs to the outside and let them hit you. If you get...
Beware.
My timers are way off. Transition to phase 2 is incoming. Remember, phase 2, try to be roughly grouped behind the ball.
Beware.
Nope, phase 2, we still want them in the middle.
4, 3,
We won't take him to the outside till phase 3.
He runs out there.
Yeah, he just
Oh,
launched.
good call. Thank you. Alright, breath should be incoming. Maybe not. Looks like that breath is an instant cast in phase 2. Not much you can do about it.
Oh my. Fuck was that?
Alright, we're at 40%. %. Go ahead and lust. Everybody behind the boss. Stay out of the water. Bubbling breath in 1 sec.
4, 3, 2.
Alright, move them out of the crap. Move them forward. Ooh, still got to pull those out. Can you move them anymore?
Trying.
May not matter. Can we get a B res on Dumatuma? Or actually bleed, sorry. You can do both.
Beware.
I got Duma.
Oh man, nice job, guys.
Now I can pee.
Yeah, my bad, Butter. I accidentally I took a dissolve and I retaunted a crush.
Ouch.
And yeah, I almost died. We got through it though, so.
Yeah, great job, everyone.
Shit. I don't want it.
That was my
Alright.
bad. Sorry about that.
Picture. Come back, picture.
Yeah, and we're gonna be taking a break after this too. So grab your loot. And then we'll, whatever bonus loot there is, we'll deal with that after break. Sounds like some folks really need to use the rest.
Yid.
Alright, I'm wandering off. I'll be back.
There are pats, so if you proceed beyond the maw of this cave, it might pull.
Simming of gear is just, it's freaking believable. Like, crit and verse. Which means I'd east and mastery. Like, oh, I hate it. I hate it. Okay, that was not good. This one was. This is slot. Check for after. Oof. Oh.
This next fight looks crazy.
Yeah, a lot of different mechanics going on
Yeah.
here. The next time we do Vexiona, whenever that fear ability is cast, I'll just need somebody to stand up near the front of the boss with me while I'm tanking Vexiona so I don't get feared again.
Yeah,
Okay.
forgot about that mechanic. I'll just make sure we both stand next to each other.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because I was just standing there by myself and I was like, all right, here we go. Here's the fear again.
No sense running.
I was just popping every cooldown just to hope the healers save me.
5, 4.
Yeah, it's annoying
3,
too. I can't roll or do my chi torpedo unless I see somebody that I'm going to be going through on the. Ray check to see who's back.
Maybe he'll be here in a second. He's just finding room in the fridge for the rest of dinner.
All right, no problem.
I was working on getting my Vengeance Demon Hunter up today. I got him to 436, so hopefully I'll have him ready for the alt raid.
Awesome. I love playing Vengeance Demon Hunters.
Oh yeah, it's been fun so far. I'm just trying to get some essences up. That's the only hardest part about having an alt during this X pack.
Yep. All right, we can probably pull some trash. Start making our way to the next boss.
All right.
Making our way downtown.
Wow, they won.
Yep, I'll take my L.
Beware.
Plate wrists up for roll.
Yeah, 2 people rolled so far.
Okay.
It's a somebody wants to blow a 99 or a 100.
Get your bad rolls out now.
I'll trade him out after this trash. Hey, 4% is a massive upgrade. Most of mine are 0.4 to 1 to, then there's the weapon.
Alright, so you're seeing a lot of the mechanics we're going to see for the next boss right here.
Taking a big dump on the melee.
Yeah. So that tentacle is going to be a melee centric ad on the next boss. It's I've read that it's kind of difficult to see where it's going to do its slam. I'm assuming it was doing it just now, and I couldn't see really where it was going.
Come on, Islam. Welcome to the.
Beware.
Oh, it's always fun getting stunned in a whole bunch of blood.
I get stunned in the crap too.
When those guys charge you, they're leaving like sludge behind them. Watch out.
No, they're leaving crap behind them, right?
Sludge. It's sensory. They might be excreting it, but you know, whatever. Yeah, I was gonna say, who wants to test how far back you get spawned?
Why are we creating more things when there's still things alive back here?
It'll be like a challenge.
Okay.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Hey.
I put slow fall on 7.
Need a mage table?
I thought I was gonna die.
You still can.
Fuck me, my pet.
Alright, so for this next boss, we're really focusing on 3 different that are going to be showing up. The boss is going to heal whatever damage you do to him, unless you have this that's dropped by these ads that show up. So there's going to be a maw, there's going to be an eye, and then there's going to be a tentacle. The tentacle is going to be the one that the melee focus. The maw is going to be what the ranged focus on. And then the eyes will be where the melee or the range shifts once they kill their ad.
So this knock site is actually saying range should prioritize eye over maw, and then melee focuses the mutterings.
I need a target.
I'm sorry, that was kind of quiet. I didn't catch that.
Don't worry about it.
She was saying the opposite of what you described.
Oh, okay.
As far as I saw, it was the tentacles are the melee one, the
I don't even know what boss we're
mutterings are
going
the
to.
ranged, and then everybody kills the eyes when everything else is dead.
Yeah, that's
So
what
it
I'd
seems
seen as
like
well.
Okay. Well, this Nox notes that I was posting earlier says the opposite.
I do not have a target.
It's in here.
This is the room back here, guys. You can stop polling.
Oh, thank you.
No,
There's not enough trash in this place. We must kill more.
Yeah, I would have kept going all night.
Alright.
Inside of.
Move away
What
from
was that
tanks
question?
infected with blah
What are
blah
you
blah.
inside of right now? Il'gynoth?
Look like a
Intestinal
sphincter.
The Zoth's ass? I don't know.
Alright. Okay, guys. So we're going to be lusting on pull. So the tanks there has to be one tank at the boss, even if we're not doing any damage that isn't being healed through. If the tank or if the boss doesn't have somebody near him holding threat, he'll pull somebody towards him and stun him for 5 seconds. So there's a tank swap mechanic. It says that you can split up for a second or two, but you need to make sure you keep a tank near him. That tank swap mechanic is Volatile Seed. It's kind of like a grenade that he puts on you. The goal with that is when you get Volatile Seed, you swap. Other tank comes in, picks him up, and the tank that was previously tanking the boss will run that seed over to ads. either priority ads, clumps of ads, whatever it happens to be. And that seed will explode and deal damage to the ads, as well as anybody that is standing over there. So when the tank's running over to your set of ads, you need to make sure you clear some space. I don't think it's a huge blast radius. You'll probably see a ring around the tank that'll tell you about how big it is. All right, like I said, DPS want to stay away from where the tank is dropping the volatile seed. We'll just call out, hey, he's going to the tentacle or going to the maw or whatever it happens to be. The folks that are in that area will just need to back out until he blows up, and then get back to DPS. All right, so the boss has, this is kind of a wonky fight. So the boss has several abilities, and these abilities are also duplicated on by the ads. He also has one main ability that causes the ads that are up to have to do another ability as well. So see if I can get all of these right. So the let's see. Well, real quick, there's going to be muttering insanities also as well, so that's independent of all this other stuff. If you get a debuff, muttering insanity, make sure you're taking it out of the raid. I think you're going to get it once it drops off, and then you have to wait for somebody to dispel it so that you can go back to your DPS assignment. Alright, so we're going to have the melee focus on the tentacle when it's up. When they finish the tentacle, they're going to move on to the eye. Range is going to focus on the maw. When it is up, when the maw is down, they're going to focus on the eye. So when these ads die, they're going to drop these little black puddles on the ground. Those black puddles are going to give you a buff for 30 seconds that allow you to do damage to the boss that the boss cannot heal through. So that's how you kill the boss. Do not pick those bubbles up right away. We're going to kill all of the ads first, and then we're going to pick the bubbles up and focus the boss. Reason being, once that debuff expires, you won't be able to pick it up again for another minute, and the ads will show up before then. So we'll coordinate everybody picking that up once the ads drop off and focus the boss, funnel on the boss. So the boss is going to have an ability called, what's it called? Oh, Throes of Agony. All right. So during Throes of Agony, there's going to be a number of things that these different ads do. The ads are going to have the maws are going to have this spine eruption ring. You'll see it's a little ring that pops up around the ad. It'll pop up, it'll do damage if you're in that ring, and then it'll go back down. It'll expand, it'll do more damage, go back down. That's one of the reasons why it benefits range to focus on that ad. The tentacle is going to do a slam. The slam can be challenging to see. Try to look at the belly of the tentacle. I don't know exactly what that means because I haven't seen it yet. I couldn't really tell from the video, but it's supposed to be a different color. If you're seeing the belly, that's going to tell you roughly where it's going to slam. The eyes are going to do mind flays. Anybody can interrupt those mind flays. So make sure that if you are near one of those eyes, take advantage of it, interrupt that eye or interrupt that mind flay so that it doesn't do any more damage than it needs to. Also, just like Priest's mind flay, it has a slowing effect on whoever it's damaging. There's a few other smaller abilities. The maul also does a acid splash. You need to make sure you're 4 yards away from other folks during the acid splash. It's another one of those mechanics that you just have to get out of the way. The eyes, during the Throes of Agony, they're going to shoot out an eye beam. The boss will also shoot out an eye beam. There's going to be a whole lot of stuff zipping across the room. So it doesn't have a range. It looks to me like from the video it's going to cross the entire room. Try to pay attention to that. I will do my best to call out when each of these abilities come up, hoping that my big wigs is accurate, and remind you guys to look at these different ads, figure out where they're aiming, and try to get out of the way. I think this fight is probably a fight that's we're going to need to see at least a couple of times to really
Thanks,
understand.
Party City.
I'll try to call out the volatile seeds,
Appreciate
the
the
throes of agony,
follow.
the crash that the tentacle does, the void glare that the eyes do, and then the debuff for the muttering of insanity. And then when we pick up the little black puddles and then focus on the boss.
Oh, hey, Hope.
So what you should take away from this right now,
you
there's going
doing?
to be a lot of crap you need to look out for. Try to,
I just
at
watch
least
you
this
dance
go
all the
around,
time. I think that's you
focus on the
dancing. Yeah, that's
mechanics,
you
try to
dancing.
figure out what these things look like. Make sure that you are taking the mutterings of insanity out of the group. That will spread if you stay within the group.
Enjoying
Make
the
sure you're
raid
not
thus
picking up those
far?
black puddles until all the ads are down, and then focus the boss. There's no point in DPS in the boss when you don't have that buff, because he'll heal right back through it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty decent.
Does anybody
I
have any questions
I think
before
I still
we
like the first boss
have a go with it?
the best so far.
I
And then
dropped
I'd
an auto hammer for everyone over
say
there. It's on skull.
maybe
Excellent, thank you.
Vex wasn't too bad, but maybe
I'll
it's just
ask a dumb
dragons I like.
question
I don't
'cause
know.
I can. You said we're lusting at the beginning. What's our target at the
See, dragon bosses. Is that not right? Yeah.
So the ads
See,
are going to
like,
be popping
I don't
up
know.
at the beginning. So
But
the
they did
melee
an
should be
amazing
focusing
job
on
at
the
racing.
tentacle, and
Oh,
the
that was
range should be
unbelievably
focusing
amazing. Good
on the
job.
maw, and then moving on to the
The skin on that boss
moving
was
on
just
to the eyes.
spot
We
on.
pick up
Perfect.
we should burn through those ads fairly quickly so that we don't have to worry about any of the extra mechanics that the ads would offer. Then we'll pick up our Ickers and we'll tunnel the boss.
God.
Not a dumb question at all. Great question.
Was merely a setback. You are nothing. Did you honestly believe I would trust the future?
All right. I think we had. Did we do a ready?
Reflask if you need to.
Make sure you eat up if you haven't eaten. We'll do personals.
Butter, you want them first or me?
I don't think it really matters. I'll go first. Figure out the seeds.
I think that we should shoot for taking the at least the first one. Whenever the tentacle's up, taking the seed over to the tentacle. That seems like that's going to be the toughest one to deal with.
So not the eyeballs first, tentacles.
Yeah, we'll focus on the tentacle first, just for the seed. Melee will still be trying to burn down the tentacles. When you run the seed in, we'll just have the melee step out so you can blow. We'll see how that works.
Alright.
Alright, clean board. Let's give this a shot.
Alright, I'll give 10. Never mind.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, you can see the mind flays. I guess it
I have a
starts with
seed.
just the eyes. Okay, just run it over to one of the eyes, and everybody back out.
Okay, taunt him.
Yeah. Alright, looks like the ads are up. Let's go ahead and lust. Alright, ranged on the maul, melee on the tentacle.
Seed on tentacle.
Alright, melee step out. Actually, it looks like you can probably position yourself without them having to get.
Yeah, if they stay one side away.
Dropping seed on eye right back here. Dropping it.
Tentacles down, so melee focus on. Now everybody on.
Beware.
Soon as eyes down, pick up these orbs and focus ball.
Beware.
Oh.
Dropping it on tentacle.
Alright. Melee, go ahead and focus on the tentacle. Do you guys, can you see your buff? Whether you still have it?
Taunting.
Bringing a seed to tentacle.
Beware.
Or not.
This is too far away.
All right.
Yeah, boss.
Go ahead and
Bringing them all. I'll try to stagger that a little bit.
Good job getting Mutterings of Insanity out. Here comes the Void Glare.
Seed on tentacle.
Alright, there's going to be an entropic crash coming in 5 seconds.
Beware.
Got boss.
Hitting the eye. It's dropping. Move.
Hey, range, there is a maul in the back that we need to be focusing on.
I do not have a target. I need a target.
Taking the seed to maw.
Taunting.
I think we're picking up these orbs beforehand. Alright, when you see the maul go down, watch the puddles show up underneath of it, these little black balls. Those right there are what give you the buff to attack them.
Beware.
You only get like 6 of them though.
I'm just dropping this to the side since there's nothing up.
The ads seem to be going down fast enough. I wonder if it makes sense to just have, when the ad goes down, pick them up,
That's
tunnel the boss
doing.
until...
Yeah.
Alright, so everybody get on your ad.
Taunting.
We'll try it a little bit different. As soon as you kill your ad, so melee tentacles and range the maul, go ahead and grab those blobs and then DPS the boss until your buff wears off, and then go to the next priority ad.
Oh,
Heading to eye.
dead. Killing with fire.
Beware.
Taunting.
Put the seed in this eye.
Void Glare. Alright, more Mutterings of Insanity in 5 seconds.
I'm moving this out of the party.
Beware.
Taunting.
The seed in the tentacle.
Void Glare in 5.
Beware.
Dropping it on this far mall.
Oh, that ring's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Beware.
Taunting. I'm stunned.
Healers, make sure you're getting dispels when you can. Comes another eye beam.
I'll drop this out. We're actually dropping on the mall back here.
Beware.
Mutterings in 5.
Seed in the tentacle.
Void Glare in 7 seconds.
Dropping on the mall.
Beware.
Everybody out of that entropic crash.
I need help.
Sorry.
With Mind Flay on this one, I.
Taunted.
Alright, mutterings in 1 second. Void Glare 5 seconds after that.
Just moving this out.
Beware.
I need a target.
Drop it on the maw and the eye together.
Lots
Dropping
of
on
eyes,
the
watch
eye.
those beams.
Dropping on the eye
Mutterings in
back
5. It's going to be a crash here in about 5 seconds too.
Beware.
Taunt.
Try to get out of that.
It's insane.
Heading to eye.
Watch the eye beam.
Taunted.
Beware.
We get a battle res on Searing Titan. Or you can just onk.
My Unk is down.
Okay.
Taunted again.
Surprising there's no enrage timer or something.
It's almost down.
This,
Moving
boy,
the
if you read
tentacle.
the write-up on this, much more difficult than it ended up.
Might be a
Great
lot
work,
worse.
everybody.
Jesus.
Yeah, heroic might be a different story.
Yeah.
All I know is I felt like a taxi.
Yeah.
Great work, guys. Good job pivoting on the strategy, too. Let's see how Il'gynoth does.
Hooray, we get to kill him again.
Hold on a second. Recycling of old content? Never.
That never happens in this game.
Ever, ever, ever.
Lies and slander.
Oh, did we get our picture?
I did.
Oh yeah, pick picture, guys.
I did. Already got it.
Yeah, but are we all standing around the boss, or?
Yes, you all were.
This looks like a sarlacc.
I just don't even bother saying stop. No one listens.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kata.
It's alright, Tin. I love
I
you.
only stop for hammer time.
Alright, well, someone needs a macro that does that after every boss pull so we can take a picture.
Break it down.
Drop a ball.
Okay, anyone else on that ring?
What ring is it? Sorry.
It's linked in chat. It's like
Oh, okay, I see it. Sorry.
Eyeball. Blow up the eyeball. Blow up the eyeball.
I have to say, if we don't run into Gul'dan next expansion, I'm going to be super disappointed.
Yeah, he'd be a dead boss.
He'll be part of the Forsaken.
Beware.
We was part of the Shadow Council, and we will be in the Shadowlands. Isn't that like their land?
No, see, the Shadow Council I'm in charge of now, because Warlock, we kind of bumped him off to take over the seat. Shadowlands, that's all Bwonsamdi stuff. I have nothing to do with it.
Beware.
This land is your land.
Death Knights are lucky. We already got to visit the Shadowlands. Our Wraithwalk's description is step into the Shadowlands.
There's other hands up for roll now.
Do not get too comfortable.
I do not have a target.
Good old LEG.
Anyone else for the clubs?
If one more harpoon touches my drink, I'll slay your
Is that a euphemism?
What?
The back night chatter.
Okay, those went to Caracalla.
So what
This
happens
place
if
it-
you jump in that water?
Imagine it's the same as that one.
Instantly 3 people.
Oh my gosh, it is so much better than whatever you guys are doing.
I mean, you're not digesting, so I guess it's not that bad.
It's rejuvenating spa water.
Because I'm dead on the inside and doesn't know what to do.
beware.
Run out.
Yeah, for all we know, we're like raiding their like Japanese spa that they've had set up, and we're just trashing the place.
It's a good point. Maybe we aren't the good guys.
I mean, this place does have feng shui.
Fucking pill. I
They,
didn't take my
want
pill.
to corrupt our planet. I'm pretty sure we're not the bad guys in this.
Hey man, they don't even have coffee down here. I don't think they're the good guys.
Like
modern.
Like they have spaceships and stuff. We're just like this little backwater that still has like, I don't know, steampunk-esque.
Of contamination required for anchor deployment.
Oh geez, she's gonna help us for once.
Honestly,
like a parasite.
I never even would have known they were in Uldum or the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. They could have had it. If it wasn't for patch notes, I'm not going there.
And Vale really has had a bad time of it. First it gets blown up, then it gets invaded by monsters.
But it looks pretty.
Yeah, I'm sure the gardener who replanted it is probably a little pissed off that suddenly it's being fought over again.
Job insurance.
I wonder what the deductible is on tentacles.
I think you guys are overthinking this a little too much.
Oh, come on. Tentacle insurance is for suckers.
It wasn't those old gods made dead.
Full plus your premium.
They only will cover the part of the tentacle that fell on you.
Yes, I would like to purchase the Lovecraftian horror package.
I mean, if you bundle it, I'm sure it's, worth it.
Car, home, raining old gods.
I mean, how do you report an unspeakable horror?
There's an app for it, I'm sure.
You just call it.
Make sure you download our app when you're done on this phone call.
Do you have time for a
Save
survey?
10% on your tentacle insurance.
All right, guys. Okay, so this fight here, 4 phases. Phase 1, well, sort of. It's got 2 phases, but you do phase 2 a few different times and phase 1 a few different times. So the 4th time we do phase 1 is when we're going to lust. All right, so first time we fight him, he's going to be standing up here kind of like this. We'll fight Il'gynoth as he stands, sits, hovers, swims, whatever it is. And he's going to have, from time to time, he's going to do a target one of the tanks and hit them with the Eye of Ny'alotha. The tanks need to make sure that they're pulling that away from the group, which shouldn't be terribly difficult, so that the group doesn't get hit by it. The DPS and healers, the rest of us, we're going to start on the blue square, and when you get targeted with Corruptor's Gaze, make sure you're taking that somewhere to the outside. If you look at, I'm going to throw up another marker here. There's 3 alcoves in this room. See if I can get one inside there. That's an alcove. There's one behind him, and then there's one over there to the right. So inside each of those alcoves, when we transition to phase 2, which occurs when Il'gynoth's health drops to 0, I believe, there's going to be an organ that shows up. Again, an organ in each of those alcoves. We are going to be, we're going to attack the organ that is at the alcove where we're currently standing. So we need to make sure that the area is clear near that alcove, but anything else, let's see if I can do this without pulling the boss. Anything else like around here should be fine, right? To the sides, to the outside. Make sure you're dropping those Corruptor's Gaze out to those areas, because that gaze is going to stay for the rest of the fight. All right, so each time we go into phase 2, like I said, there's going to be an organ inside each of those alcoves. The raid is going to focus on the alcove where we're standing. So the first time we go into phase 2, it's going to be the blue square. We're going to need 4 people, 2 groups of 2, to head to the other alcoves. Their job is going to be to interrupt a cast that each of those organs is doing. They are going to do a cast called Pumping Blood. As long as we have 2 people that have an interrupt that's got a cooldown of less than 15 seconds, we should be fine. But you can damage the ad if you need to pad your meters, but it's just going to heal back up. Once we kill the ad over here at the blue square, we will be popped back up into phase 1 again, and we'll continue attacking the boss, and again trying to make sure that that Eye of Ny'alotha doesn't get put into the raid. When we go back up to phase 1, after we kill the ad in the square corner, we're all going to shuffle over to the green one, which is directly behind them, and it's going to be the exact same thing again. The only difference here is that where the organ was in the square corner. Let's see if I can take that off. I can't. That one is going to pop back up. We can't kill it. It's just going to continue to pump out these little adds, this blood. This blood is going to kite, or it's going to target somebody. You need to kite it through the group, and the group needs to try to cleave it, kill it before it actually comes in contact with you. Otherwise, it's going to do a whole bunch of damage. You'll probably end up dying. So there's no issues. If it touches other people, it won't do them any harm. It's only going to explode when it hits you. So if you get targeted, again, run it through the group. Group needs to focus on blowing that ad up while trying to kill either the organ or Il'gynoth, depending on which phase we're in.
Now, do those blood droplets, when we kill them, does that do raid damage?
Let me take a look. Hold on one second.
I'm seeing here. It does hemorrhage. It explodes and it does 60,000 shadow damage to all players.
Yeah, that's right. I remember reading that. So if we have a whole bunch of blood droplets, we'll definitely want to make sure that we're staggering those. At the rate we've been going and the way it seems like normal's been tuned, I don't think it's going to be a huge issue for us. But if health is low and somebody's pulling a blood droplet around, I may call out to hold off on attacking that blood droplet, ask him to run it away from the group, kite it somewhere else. Good question. I appreciate you asking that. But after we finish the second organ, it's going to be the same thing again with phase 1. Knock Il'gynoth all the way down. We'll have rotated over to the diamond. We'll kill him from there. Then we'll focus on burning the ad or the organ over there at the diamond corner. We'll have more bloods at that point that are floating around. Once that organ's killed, we're going to cycle back over here to the X spot. The reason we're rotating like that, not only does it maximize DPS time on the organs, but it also makes it a little bit easier to drop these corruptors' gazes. So in theory, if everybody's staying roughly in that area, each time we move, it should be free of any of these zones. The one exception would be these interrupt groups. If they get targeted with it, just put it to the outside of the area that you're in, and we'll manage. So with that being said, I need 4 people for interrupt. I think our demon hunters are good candidates. They did a great job with handling some mechanics last night. We just need one more. Syrian Titan. Actually, Bleed's got it.
I can help to arrange and.
Who is that, Syrian?
Yes.
All right. Well, then we'll do 10. We'll go with volunteers. 10, Bleed, Searing, and man, that's a window for somebody. It's your moment.
So anybody.
Draco. X marks the spot. All right. So we're gonna have let's see here. First group. 10 and Bleed, you guys will go to the triangle, and then we're going to have Searing and Draco handle the diamond. We still have an interrupt that we have to do on the ad that we're focusing, or the organ that we're focusing. Anybody can get that, tanks can get that, whoever can get that. So just make sure that it's getting interrupted. So Bleed's going to get the first interrupt. We'll let Searing get the first interrupt on the diamond. And then we'll save Lust for when we make it back over here to X. Anybody got any questions?
So, Butter, should we tank him in such a way that we're essentially in front of these pillar-esque things? That way we don't hit anybody in any of those parties with the Eye of N'Zoth?
Yeah, that'd be good. Maybe does it go to the back? Anything come out of the back where he's back facing out? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you just... Yeah, we'll just do that.
Okay.
Keep it on these
'Cause
black pillars.
Yeah, because I just didn't want it to hit somebody that's interrupting on one of those organs or whatever. All right.
Hold on one sec. There's I missed something. Cursed Blood, Phase 2. Dot applied at random players explodes 10 yards when expired. Okay, if you get Cursed Blood, make sure you're taking it out of the ring. Looks like it's only in the organ phase. Alright, eat up if you need food. We'll do personals. We'll make it a good pull. Might be able to get 2 in if we don't get them this time. Again, we're going to be starting on the square.
Alright. I'll take him first.
Wait.
Alright, we got a clean board.
Alright, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ny'alotha incoming. Good position.
Beware. I see the corruption within.
Those are the Corruptor's gazes. Make sure you're pulling that to the outside. Ny'alotha. Another Ny'alotha in about 7 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull down for it.
Okay.
Popping.
Alright. It's a little closer to the raid. Ooh. Want to make sure that you're pulling that a little further out.
Do you want me to reincarn?
Yeah, go ahead and come up. Alright, get ready for the organ phase. We may have one more eye before that happens.
Taunting.
Alright, organs, we're focusing on the square except for the interrupt groups. Take the curses out. Remember, try to bring the blood into the group.
Gonna interrupt that.
You got the next interrupt?
And those circles can overlap, just make sure you're not inside somebody's ring. If that makes sense.
Triangle groups down.
I do not have
I got the next one for
Alright, everybody move over to the triangle. Ooh.
Beware. I see the corruption.
Make sure you're getting those ads too. Those ads move fast.
I think they can be slowed.
Yeah.
I need to target something first.
Let me take one more.
I need a target.
The corruption within.
All right, I in 2 seconds.
All right, he's all yours.
Try to bring those ads back over to triangle so that they can get cleaved down. It doesn't seem like kiting does an awful lot since they stay right on top of you if you don't have them currently being slowed. So just burn them down. AoE, blast them.
Taunting.
Beware. I see the corruption within. His gaze falls upon you. Hero.
No, not yet. We're gonna wait till we kill the third organ and come back.
I need to target something first. I need a target.
Interrupt that. I got next interrupt.
Alright, try to make sure that when you get those debuffs, I know it's not easy, try to make sure you're getting them to the outer areas. Makes navigating this pretty difficult. If you're going to err on one side, go backward to areas where we were.
Try to kill some of these ads.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a wipe, guys. Go ahead and get in some stuff. Alright, so the ads move pretty quickly. They were spread out pretty bad. It doesn't seem like it's probably harder to keep kiting them away from the group since it's difficult to keep them slowed. They're going to keep attacking you no matter what. Seems like it's probably better if you stack them up and then we just focus on burning them down as quickly as possible. You guys want to try another pull? We have, I'll do a ready check to see if how many people want to stay for one more pull. Go ahead and accept or say you're ready if you want to stay, or decline if you need to call it a night.
If you jump in the pool of water, you don't die, but also you can miss the pool of water. So good luck.
Raid is done.
All right. Doom, you're welcome to take off. Nobody's judging.